Hello, hello. We're fading out. Hello, it's Melissa Houston. This is Motivation Mornings with Marnie and Melissa. I'm starting off funny. Good morning. Lost my train of thought there. It's Melissa Houston, health insurance specialist and financial planner here in Victoria, BC. And my favorite Beatle is George Harrison.
I love what you come up with. And good morning, everybody. I'm Marnie Dangerfield, also here in Victoria, BC. And I'm a wellness and intentional creativity coach. And the image behind me today was taken at Butchart Gardens.
Love it. I love those colors.
Thank you. Little fall colors. So I'll just give you a bit of an overview. We always like to start with first of all, welcome. And I think Melissa said that, but I didn't. We always like to start with our value statement. And it's the final Wednesday of the month. So things switch up a bit. Melissa will be sharing what's inspiring her this week. Then I will be. And then we have Melissa sharing the wellness tip this week on what usually financial, but we'll see. You never know what she's going to share. So hopefully you'll stay on for that. And we'll share our contact information. We'll each share our gratitude. And then this week I share the motivational quote to finish this up. So yeah. There we go.
All right. Let's start with our values. Today we gather
in the spirit of possibility,
in support of community,
to encourage holistic well-being,
to empower our authentic selves,
to share appreciation,
to express compassion,
and to enjoy this gift of life.
Hip hip hooray!
Yay! And good morning, Rose. So great to have you here with us this morning.
So nice to have you join us.
So what's inspiring you this week, Melissa?
Oh, yes, I go first this week. So mine is it's borderline wellness tip inspiration today. Earlier in the week, I was feeling just kind of overwhelmed with all the different perspectives and things out there in the world. It was starting to get to me a little bit. So I found a meditation on the Insight Timer app that discussed or dealt with dealing with difficult emotions. And it had this is the second time I've had to use this. Is it an acronym with it when it's the letters that spell something? I think that's what it is, an acronym of RAIN. I don't know if you know this, So that stands for, it's supposed to help you through these feeling of overwhelm and hard, challenging emotions. So R stands for recognize what's going on. A is allow the experience to be there just as it is. I is investigate with kindness. And N is natural awareness, which comes from not identifying with the experience. And so I found the meditation quite helpful. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. And so there's actually other articles and stuff about RAIN. And I will be happy to share that with all of you because, any tool we have for helping us during challenging times is a good thing.
Oh, that's amazing. Yes, I'm so glad you mentioned that. And yeah, any resources you have, please do share. Good morning, Amy.
Oh,
Sarah. Oh my goodness. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So nice to have you here. Lovely. Well, it's interesting. I mean, yes. So the RAIN meditation and the resources, fabulous inspiration. Thank you. And my inspiration this week, whether you like it or not, we'll see. You don't know I'm going to say this, is you. Yes, you. For so many reasons, but as we mentioned on the show before, we're both part of a women's networking group for women entrepreneurs, e-women's, and we're coming up to a big event for us. Usually each year on the holiday season, we have a big auction to raise money for charities. And with the new realities, we can't be in person and do the in-person auction, and what were we going to do. And Melissa, with everything going on in her life, with her own business and such, has taken it all on. And I just and then finding out yesterday how the one thing we're going to use for the online auction didn't work out, but you just rolled with it, found a new place, set up a new thing, watched the videos. You just you just kind of have this, well, kind of, you have this way of just
Mm.
finding the solutions and moving forward, and just your commitment to this, to fundraising for this charity, and getting our group organized, with, I know everything else you do in your life is just, you're inspiring me with
Oh,
your organization
great.
and kindness and generosity. So
Well, that's very heartwarming. Glad I'm inspiring.
you are.
Oh, well, thank you. That's so sweet.
Just put you on the spot, but it came up. I was like, this is what I feel like sharing. This is it.
Oh,
She's inspiring me. So, and where I can
awesome.
maybe take on a bit more, how can I help more too? So thank you for that.
Cool. Well, thank you. I hope I inspire other people too.
I think you do. I know you do. And so
Oh,
that brings us to what I think everyone's here for today.
you think so?
It's the final Wednesday of the month for
Yes.
sharing wellness. What do we have this week?
Okay, so this one I'm sort of crossbreeding again. This is financial wellness with a smidgen of sustainability thrown in. Because I wanted to highlight Green Friday. Have you heard of Green Friday?
No.
Sorry, making you go off mute. So I'm sure everyone's heard of Black Friday. Green Friday is sort of a counter movement of Black Friday. It actually, they trace its origins back in Canada to Buy Nothing Day. You might recall hearing something called Buy Nothing Day. So that was sort of like the originator, I think, back in the 90s, but it's progressed to Green Friday to raise awareness about the impact of society shopping habits and the impact of overconsumption. So the organizations that get involved with Green Friday have some people sort of tweak it in different ways, but some encourage you to shop sustainable brands or nothing at all, like the Buy Nothing Day. And when you are buying something, they want to encourage you to reflect on whether you really need that object. And if you do, why you need it. So to be a lot more mindful about your purchases, because especially at this time of year, people can go a little crazy and going like, oh my gosh, that's such a good deal. And some people buy stuff just because it's a good deal, not because they actually need it. And that just ends up wasting your money. That's where the whole financial wellness comes in. You don't want to be wasting your money on things that you don't actually need or won't use at the end of the day. So that's where that comes in. But some retailers also donate money to charities. And that's something that's happening here in Victoria. There's a few businesses that have organized, and they call theirs Blue Friday because the money they are raising is going to ocean sustainability causes. So, for instance, one of my personal favorite stores is Zero Waste Emporium. And on Friday, they're having both a sale, 15% off, but everything they make that day is also being donated for the Blue Friday. And last year, everyone who participated, I think they raised like $15,000. So it was great. So they're just trying to encourage people to be more mindful about their shopping. Oh, but there's also some people for Green Friday, they also encourage that you donate items to charities that you don't need anymore. And again, bringing in the financial wellness tip, I say it's also okay to sell things that you don't need anymore. Because if you use things like Garage Sale, Craigslist, Kijiji, um, not only are you giving a second life to an object, like repurposing it, giving it a home where somebody is actually going to use something you are no longer using, but then you're also then making a little money. You're helping them out because you're probably going to sell it for less than what they would be able to buy it elsewhere. And so it ends up being like a win-win-win situation. You're improving your financial situation. You're helping someone else out, save some money, and you're helping the environment out by getting additional use out of an item instead of them going and buying a new one. So let me see if I have anything else in my notes.
And I just wanted to add while you're doing that, that Amy agrees with you.
Oh,
Yes,
yay!
it's only a good idea, if, ideal if it's something you actually need.
Yeah, and
So
that's true all
true.
the time, but it's just pumped up to another level because people get a little crazy with Black Friday sales. Yeah,
Exactly.
no, I think I covered everything I wanted to say.
Well, that's great. And it's such an important reminder right now, too. It's like of that, like I like you're talking about mindful spending and thinking of the impact of our purchases have, and like not just focusing on that deal, but wait, what's the long-term effects of this and how to maximize it so you're helping more
Mm,
with each. If you're doing it, how can you
yeah,
have a good an impact as you can?
exactly.
So
Yeah, if you are going to be buying things for yourself or as gifts, may as well make it produce as much good in the world as you can.
exactly. And yeah, Rose, as she points out, so nice to repurpose items
Yeah,
for certain. So
indeed.
hey,
Yay!
thank you,
You're
Melissa.
very welcome.
S- And like you say, such good timing with we know those sales coming up now.
They're coming.
Yeah.
All right. Should I share our contact information?
Yes,
Okay.
please. After that, we'll share our gratitudes and see if anybody watching wants to share their gratitudes too.
Yes,
But
I would love to hear
first,
some
this.
things from some of our viewers today. Well, if you are enjoying our webcast, if you have any feedback for us, feel free to email us at motivation.mornings@gmail.com. You're on our Facebook page, most likely right now, at MM with MM. But if you are happening to watch this on YouTube, which is down at the bottom there, please try and seek us out on Facebook because we will share resources underneath our Facebook Lives that we discuss. And yeah, sometimes we throw in some other fun stuff on the Facebook page. So it's always good to check us out there. And we have our Instagram, motivation_mornings_with_. Oh, I've lost myself. With there's so many underscores. And as I said, YouTube is a great place to subscribe if you are a person who watches the recordings and wants to get notifications when new ones are posted.
Woohoo. Yay.
Yes.
That's nice. Oh, and thank you, Sarah, for thanking Cindy Lou for joining us. That's awesome. Yay. We're interacting. Love that.
Love engagement.
Yes. Okay. So, shall I share what I'm grateful for and then you, and
Yes,
then we'll
please.
round out with our quote?
Yeah.
You have probably have a bit of a sense from what we talked about before the call, but for me, my gratitude this morning, and once again, if anybody watching live or on the replay wants to share what they're grateful for, we'd love to hear it and just raise that vibe of sharing gratitudes. But mine this morning, going for my morning walk. It started out there was a haze, still lovely temperature, so it's all good. And then as I was walking along, some owls started hooting and having a conversation. And I was like, "Oh," and it had me look up because I hadn't looked up in a bit. And there were stars. The stars came out too. So it's just one of those magical morning moments. And I was really grateful to hear the owls because I get so excited when I hear owls hooting and the back and forth. But then also to see the clouds lifting and seeing those stars was just so beautiful. I'm
Oh,
grateful for that.
such a lovely way to start the day. You didn't mention the owls to me, so that was a fun surprise.
Got to keep some things.
Oh, lovely. Well, mine is similar in a way. I've been noticing that people are starting to put up their holiday lights, and I love them. It's when the year starts getting darker, when it's darker out for longer periods of time during the day, I just love seeing the lights. It's like stars, but more colorful. So that's making my heart really happy, and I'm grateful that people are doing that and just adding a little more beautiful light to the world.
Yes, I agree. And I'm finding it fun each day as I go out and see something new. I'm like, oh, they've added that. Oh, they've added that. And as you say, at night, it's just nice to have that extra light.
Mhm.
Um, so, yeah, it makes me smile.
Yeah, I love it.
Ooh, but yes.
You can do Facebook.
Oh, there's sharing. She was grateful for my girlfriends checking up
Oh,
on
yeah.
me. So with a heart. Oh, yes, that's lovely. Checking up on our friends
That
and
is very.
such. Thank you. I love that.
Oh, and it's time for quote.
Okay.
Marty's quote.
I'm sharing the
Yay.
quote this week. And just one sec, share my screen. I was explaining to Melissa before the call that I chose this. I was going through what was I going to pick, and as I was setting up, and then I picked it and everything, and as I opened up my face this morning, the first thing that came up was this memory of this quote. I was like, "What?" From 2 years ago. So, is that
Not
shared?
yet.
Not yet. Okay, sorry. So I'm talking clearly. The whole multitasking thing.
Yeah, it's a shame the sharing button, it takes a few steps. It's not instantaneous
Mhm.
when you want to share.
Interesting. Sorry for the delay. Okay. Hopefully this is good. I had it all set up before.
All good. All good. There we go.
Okay.
There we are.
There it is. Sorry for the delay, everybody. Oh, in that time, people shared what they're grateful for. Sarah, I'm grateful for my family and my new daughter and friends from afar. Ah, Amy's so grateful for a healthy family being able to get out and
Oh,
walk in the woods. Yes. Oh, these are fabulous. Thank you for sharing,
thank you.
everyone. We're grateful for you being here,
Yeah.
joining us this morning, spreading the love and gratitude. So the quote this week, you can't ever waste an act of kindness, even if it wasn't to have its intended effect. The energy of the act, the spirit of kindness, the essence of what was behind it forever changes the universe.
Wow.
Dr. David Hamilton.
Oh, forever changes the universe. Wow. That's great.
Just positive energy going out and rippling.
Oh,
So even if it doesn't maybe land on that particular spot, it's still out there. It's going to affect that positive ripple effect. So
wow. Great quote, Marnie. Thank you.
thanks. Apparently, I liked it 2 years ago as well on this exact same day. Sorry. Things that fascinate me. So, oh, thank you everyone for joining us and being a part of
Thank you
this.
so much.
So much fun.
Oh,
And so I guess we'll be back next week.
yes, next Wednesday. You bet. It'll be December.
All right. So have fun, everyone. Take good, kind care. And yeah, thanks for joining us. And we'll see you next week.
Have a wonderful Wednesday. Bye.
Oh, and yes, Cindy Lou, I will share. I'll share it in the comments below, and you by all means can share it. Thanks. Share that quote. Okay, bye.